Hey everyone, it's Sarah and we are back with part 2 of my monthly collective haul. I've got a bunch more to share with you, so I'm just going to jump right in. If you did not watch the first part of this one, definitely check out yesterday's video. That would be the first part of this pretty massive haul. So let's go ahead and jump right in. The first perfume I am going to show you is an Alfred Sung perfume. So my mom and I went through an Alfred Sung phase many years ago. I want to say maybe the late 90s to the early 2000s. We had quite a few of them. This is not one that I ever had, and when I read the notes on this one, because I do want to start picking up some more Alfred Sung fragrances, they are incredibly affordable and they will probably be very nostalgic for me. This one though I had never smelled, and when I read the notes on this one I had to have it. This is called Alfred Sung Jewel. This bottle is so beautiful. I mean, just gorgeous. So, let me tell you what this is. This is an eau de parfum, and the wear time on this one is pretty darned good. Yeah, this is definitely a 6 to 8 hours. This is a beautiful, like, summertime fragrance. You could probably wear it in the spring, but I always tend to think of spring and think of like violets and watery florals and, you know, really bright, crisp fragrances. And this one is more of like a summertime, almost like a suntan lotion fragrance. It's so gorgeous. So Jewel is neroli, pear, nutmeg, orange blossom, jasmine, frangipani, coconut, plum, and mimosa. This is gorgeous. This is one of those that when I sprayed it on my skin, it just clicked. It did magic on my skin. It's beautiful. It's like one of those suntan lotion fragrances, but it's more like natural smelling. There's nothing really synthetic smelling about this one. It smells like beautiful summer blooms. I love it really, like, a lot. So really a lot. I don't know where that came from, but anyways, yeah, this is Alfred Sung Jewel. Super happy I picked this up. Super excited to wear this one all summer long. Okay, the next one I picked up is another Tokyomilk one. This is the last in the Tokyomilk range that I really wanted. This is called Let Them Eat Cake. So this is sugarcane, coconut milk, vanilla orchid, and white musk. This is beautiful. This is like cake batter on your skin. And out of the bottle, the sugarcane gives it a little bit of like an alcohol or like a, yeah, kind of like an alcoholic, astringent kind of vibe. But when you spray this on the skin, that goes away and it just ends up smelling like cake batter. It's beautiful. If you're into, you know, those kinds of scents, I think that you would really like this. This is an, let's see. This doesn't say, again, yeah, this doesn't say whether it's an eau de parfum or an eau de toilette. It's probably an eau de parfum, but it performs like an eau de toilette. You'll definitely get like a few hours out of this one, but it didn't last super long on my skin. This is one that I would just probably spray on to go to bed, or spray on if I were just gonna run a quick errand or something like that, because it really doesn't hang around. But I really love this one and I'm super glad to have it in my collection. I just bought a partial bottle. Mine's about half full. So again, that is Tokyomilk and that is Let Them Eat Cake. Okay, the next one, I had somebody email me and they gave me this huge list of perfumes that they felt like I should try. They included pictures, like it was really awesome. But this is one that I had never even heard of, and so I immediately got on Fragrance.net and found it. This is by John Galliano and it is called Parlez-moi d'amour. And there are different versions of this. This is the eau de toilette version. I really wanted the eau de parfum, but it was out of stock. I'm gonna pick that one up at some point. This is like a springtime version of Marc Jacobs Decadence. This is, it reminds me so much of Decadence, but it's It's lighter, it's brighter, it's airier, it'll work in the heat. Beautiful, like a musky floral. It's so stunning. So this is ginger, blueberries, bergamot, sambac jasmine, Turkish rose, cypress, Indonesian patchouli, and musk. Gorgeous. I wore this to work yesterday. This one was strange because it was a fragrance that when I sprayed it on, I could smell it so strongly. It was one of those that it projected for a really, really long time. I could smell it for a very, very long time, but when it went away, it disappeared completely. Like, it went away. So yeah, I still love it. I'm still gonna hang on to it because I feel like it's just a great alternative to Marc Jacobs Decadence for this time of year. So again, eau de toilette definitely projects and lasts, and you can smell it really, really strong for about 4 to 5 hours, and then it just completely disappears and you can't smell it at all. So this would be great for those days where you want to spray something on in the morning and wear it for half the day, but then by midday you're not going to smell it anymore, so you can, you know, spray on another perfume. So yeah, I think it would be good for that. But again, this is John Galliano Parlez-moi d'Amour, and it is really gorgeous. This is a rehaul. So this is Justin Bieber The Key. This is the actual one that I meant to buy. I accidentally bought Justin Bieber the collector's edition or something like that, which it's nice too, but it's not as nice as this one. This smells like a gorgeous shampoo. It is so, so good. I mean, I haven't smelled like many really, really good shampoo fragrances, but this is a really, really good shampoo fragrance. So sweet and clean and gorgeous. So Justin Bieber The Key is mandarin orange, pear, raspberry, peach, jasmine, water lily, musk, vanilla, and woody notes. This is an eau de parfum. This lasts amazingly. This lasts for a good 8 hours. I could smell this. I wore it to work a few days ago. I could smell this from the time I sprayed it on until long after I got home. It's really, really nice. This one's really nice on the skin. It's really nice on clothing. I adore this. And when I run out of this, I will definitely be repurchasing this, because this is one of those that's super easy to grab and spray on. This is one of those that, like, if you don't know what you want to wear that day, grab this one, because you know you're going to smell amazing and it's just going to last forever. So again, that one is Justin Bieber The Key. Another Alfred Sung perfume that I picked up, this one is called She. So this is not one that my mom or I ever had. This is so nice. A lot of Alfred Sung fragrances have frangipani in them, and I really love frangipani and fragrance. So yeah, I pick them up, and these are so affordable. I think this was like $14 on FragranceNet, so just such a beautiful, easy to reach for fragrance during this time of year. So She is lotus blossom, fig leaf, orange blossom, tangerine, frangipani, birch leaves, and musk. It's beautiful. You really get the frangipani in this one. You get the crispness from the lotus flower and the fig leaf, which are very bright, crisp notes. It's just beautiful. And then you get the frangipani, which is just a touch sweet, and the birch, which is a little bit woody. This is just a really beautiful, again, another super beautiful, really inexpensive, underrated fragrance. So very fresh smelling, very clean smelling. This is an eau de parfum. I have not given this one a good wear test yet, but this is another one that I will definitely update you guys after I do a full wear test with this. But I did spray it on my arm, and it lasted a good long time on my arm when I first, when I sprayed it. So anyways, that is Alfred Sung Shi. Okay, the next one is a Marc Jacobs fragrance. This one is one that I picked up because I am on a Marc Jacobs kick, I'm on a Chanel kick, and I am on a Shalimar kick. So this is just something that I picked up to add to my Marc Jacobs collection, and this is called Violet by Marc Jacobs. So this is, I believe, an eau de parfum. Yes, this is an eau de parfum, and this one lasts pretty darn good on the skin. It's not like the best performing fragrance ever, but it's not bad either. I mean, this is a definite good, 6-hour fragrance. So Violet is Calabria bergamot, green apple, kumquat, white lily, jasmine, magnolia, violet, patchouli, skin musk, and vanilla bean. And this is a slightly sweet, this is definitely like a slightly sweet, it's a little bit musky from the skin musk, and kind of sweet and soft and creamy from the vanilla. I don't get a ton of violet in this though, that's the one thing, and like I bought it because I love violet fragrances, but I don't get a ton of violet out of this. On my skin, this is a touch powdery. It's really, really pretty though. I really do enjoy this one, and I love these bottles. I've got my eye out for Dot. That's another one that I want to add because I want all these bee bottles. I want, or butterfly bottles, whatever these are, because I've got honey. I've now got this one, and I really want to add Dot to my collection if I can find a bottle of that one. So anyways, this is Violet from Marc Jacobs. Okay, the next one is one that I have been looking for a bottle of this for so long. I have wanted the Shalimar, this shaped bottle. I think it's called the Batwing bottle, I think is what it's called. But yeah, I've been wanting this forever. This is the Eau de Toilette formulation. This is beautiful, it's wearable, it's definitely not for this time of year, but this is another wearable version of Shalimar. I can definitely do the Eau de Toilette. This isn't overpowering, it doesn't have that screechy burning rubber note or quality to it that I get on my skin with the original Shalimar. Yeah, I picked up this partial bottle, which is in really, really good condition for a really, really good price. Again, this is Eau de Toilette, but this lasts on the skin for hours and hours. I mean, you'll definitely get a good 8 to 10 hours out of this. So Shalimar EDT is floral notes, bergamot, iris, jasmine, rose, vanilla, and tonka bean. And I love the vanilla and tonka in this. Those are the most prominent notes on my skin. I get a little bit of powderiness from the iris. It's beautiful. It's not overly floral, it's just gorgeous. And again, when it dries down on my skin, it is all about the vanilla and tonka. It's beautiful. I absolutely love this. I'm so glad that I finally picked this up. I was even scared of this because I didn't know if the EDT would work. I didn't know if it was going to be like so similar to the original, the Eau de Parfum, that I wouldn't be able to wear it, but it's not. This is a really beautiful wearable version of Shalimar for me. So again, that is Shalimar and that is the EDT. This next one I picked up because of Rosen Jones here on YouTube. If you guys have been watching her channel, she has recently talked about this fragrance. This is Elie Saab Le Parfum L'Eau Couture. So this is supposed to be like a mint green color, but because of the vanilla and notes like that, it quickly turns brown. Like she was saying, it's very, very difficult to find a bottle of this that is actually still green. This is stunning. This is such a beautiful fragrance. If you guys are into almond fragrances, you have to get this. It is so good, so affordable too. So L'Eau Couture is orange blossom, green almond, and vanilla. I am sure there are more notes in it than that, but that's what I could find. This is a Francis Kurkdjian creation, and it's gorgeous. This is all about that green almond note and the sweetness and powderiness from the vanilla. The orange blossom is not in any way overpowering in this. It just adds a little bit of brightness at the top. It's stunning. This is an Eau de Toilette formulation, but this lasts a really, really long time on the skin. This one performs really well. You'll definitely get a good 6 to 8 hours out of this one. So stunning. I love it so much. So again, that is Elie Saab Le Parfum L'Eau Couture. So these next two fragrances are fragrances that I have been wanting to try for a very, very long time, but they are very, very hard to find here in the States. These are from the Prada, like the high-end Prada line. I have never come across a full bottle of one of these. I finally came across somebody that had a bunch of samples, like in a little, they were really, really nice. They were, I think, 4 ml samples. They came in... Yeah, they were 4 ml samples, and they came in sample or like little vials like this, really pretty, and they came in something similar to this, but more of like the shape of an envelope. So, sorry, I should probably tell you what I'm talking about. The first one that I picked up is called Pink Flamingo, and this is, again, by Prada. These are their kind of high-end line fragrances. This is the one that I was the most interested in, and I adore this. And I found 4 ml, a 4 ml vial of it for $6.99, free shipping. I'm definitely going to go back and purchase more of the Pink Flamingo because it's stunning. Oh gosh. Yeah, I love the Pink Flamingos. So Pink Flamingos is Japanese rose, cherry, and iris, and it's beautiful. It's this beautiful, slightly floral, slightly powdery, sweet, just a beautiful fragrance. I love it so much. So again, that is Pink Flamingo. These don't last incredibly long on the skin. I think I got a few hours out of this, so I would not ever purchase a full bottle of either of these because they are incredibly expensive, and for the price and the fact that they just don't perform very well on my skin, I couldn't see myself buying a full bottle of them, but I definitely want to get a couple more of the Pink Flamingos and make myself a 10 ml decant of this one because I really, really enjoy it. The next one I picked up is from the same line. It has a name, I just can't remember what the name is, but this one is called Tinted Love. This one I was interested in as well because this is supposed to have a very synthetic lipstick smell to it. Whoa. Darn. And it does. It is, this is one of those lipsticky, cosmetic, powdery type fragrances. This one is, you know, there's nothing groundbreaking here. There are tons and tons of fragrances like this on the market. Because of that, again, I would never pay the price for a full bottle. If I ever came across like partial bottles of these fragrances at a good price, I would maybe buy them at that point, but I would never pay the price for a full bottle of these because I think they're $280 a bottle. So Tainted Love is violet musk, basically violet and musk. It's supposed to be the synthetic smell of lipstick. It's really pretty, but it is one of those kind of, you know, powdery, cosmetic, lipsticky smelling perfumes. There are so many alternatives on the market that you could find for so much less expensive. So again, that is Prada Tainted Love. It's nice. It lasts about 4 hours on my skin. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, the next one is one that I was so happy to run across on Mercari for such a good price too. I think I paid $9 and then like probably $5 in shipping, but either way, I paid about $14 for this bottle, and this is the only other one that I wanted in this collection. This is from The Body Shop, and this is their this is from the Nature Rare and Precious Aromas Captured in a Scent. So that's what it says on the back of the bottle. It's got like a name to this line that they made. The first one that I picked up at Marshall's, and that one, I think that one is called Kahaya, and this one is called Nigritella. This is gorgeous. This smells exactly like root beer to me. Like exactly like root beer. It smells a whole lot like Hypnotic Poison, but this smells much, much more like root beer to me than even Hypnotic Poison does. So this is Red Vanilla Orchid, Tuberose, and Vanilla. Oh, it's gorgeous. This one, let's see, this is an eau de parfum, and this lasts pretty darn good on the skin. I definitely got a good 6 hours out of this before it kind of completely disappeared, but really good performing fragrance for $14 or whatever I paid for it. So anyways, I really enjoy this one. This is called Nigritella, and this is from The Body Shop. Okay, we're getting close to the end here. Okay, so I showed you guys in one of my last hauls that I picked up this bottle of Shalimar Parfum Initial. So I had a few people contact me with concerns that they thought this was fake because the color of the liquid has changed and they had never seen the liquid change this color. So I started digging. First of all, I knew it wasn't fake because I've got so many versions of Shalimar and that I was able to compare it to. So, I mean, I'll just show you, well, I'll just show you the other one, because I did pick up another bottle of it just to be 100% sure, even though I was pretty much 100% sure. But I mean, the lids are exactly the same. The tassels are exactly the same. The little things are exactly the same. Everything about this, the sprayers, you know, the atomizer parts are exactly the same. They both have the G on the top, which I don't know if you can see that, but they're both absolutely legitimate. And like I say, I have so many other versions of Shalimar to compare it to, such as the Soufflé de Lumière. Again, the atomizers are exactly the same. The labels on the bottom are exactly the same. Everything about them, they're both absolutely legit. Now, this one, before I ever bought it, and I have seen some change to this color before. Mostly they have been minis that I've seen change to this color. I don't know that I've ever seen another full bottle change to this. But this was the one that I took a chance on because even though I knew that the color was off and that there was a possibility it hadn't been stored properly, which I'm quite sure is the situation with this one. I think because when I looked through the guy's other listings, it looked like he was somebody that maybe bought or got like bid on storage units or something like that, because he would just have tons of random stuff for sale. So I'm pretty sure he's one of those people that bids on storage units and then just sells whatever he finds in there, which would make sense because the actual perfume, the scent is just a hair different from my other one. And from my very basic knowledge, I don't know a ton about what happens when perfumes aren't stored properly, except that I know that they change and they go off. It seems to me though that this one was probably stored in the dark, but was not properly temperature regulated. So this still smells amazing though. It smells almost exactly like my other bottle. This one I'm going to pass on to my mom just because I don't need 2 bottles. I just bought this bottle because, you know, number one, I just wanted to make sure that I had one that was the correct color so that whenever I showed it on camera, I wasn't getting the comments of it being fake, things like that. Also, I just wanted to see how much the fragrance itself had changed. It's very, very little. They both smell very, very similar. The only difference is this one is a little bit less powdery and there's a little bit more of like a sharpness to it, and to me that tells me that it got hot and that the notes changed because of that. But again, it's like not so noticeable that I wouldn't feel comfortable giving that to my mom and letting her use it. I love this though. This is such a gorgeous perfume. So this is bergamot, orange, rose, jasmine, vetiver, patchouli, vanilla, white musk, tonka, more vanilla, and caramel. Beautiful. I love this. I'm all about Shalimars right now. I'm super excited to have this one. This will be great in the fall and winter. And yeah, my mom is really excited to have this one because she really liked it too. So I've got my 2 different bottles of Shalimar Parfum Initial. Okay, the next one, I found this in a bundle with like a whole bunch of other perfumes, but this was the one that I bought the entire bundle for. This is Viktor Rolf Magic Roses. Not Magic Roses. This is Viktor Rolf. This is the Magic Collection, and this is called Dancing Roses. So, Dancing Roses is rose, pink pepper, lychee, saffron, and cherry brandy. Okay, so this one to me smells so similar to Tom Ford Lost Cherry, but if you just added rose to Lost Cherry. It's so beautiful, such a stunning fragrance. So yeah, I bought this in a bundle just for this fragrance. I think I paid $20 for the entire bundle, which I thought was totally worth it just to get this one. I love this. It doesn't say it's got an almond note in here, but I'm quite sure that it does have something like that in here because it smells, like I say, a lot like Lost Cherry, which I do believe has an almond note in it. It's just really nice. I really like this one. This one you'll get about 4 to 6 hours out of. It's not, you know, it's not like the best performing fragrance in the world, but it's not the worst either. I definitely will smell this on my skin like all day long. It just will start wearing a lot closer to the skin after about 4 hours. This is an eau de parfum formulation, and yeah, I really love that one. So again, that is Viktor Rolf, the Magic Collection, and that is Dancing Roses. And then the very last one, this is one that came in the bundle. This is the only one I really want to share because the other one was like a knockoff of, was supposed to be a knockoff of, I think, Lancome Hypnose, and then I got a mini of Estee Lauder Pleasures, like nothing really notable, but this one I was really excited about. This is the original Marc Jacobs perfume. So I think this is the original perfume, like the first perfume that Marc Jacobs ever released, I'm quite sure. This is an eau de parfum, and this is just called Marc Jacobs. So this is gardenia, bergamot, tuberose, jasmine, white pepper, honeysuckle, ginger, cedar, and musk. This is a roll-on, which I'm not crazy about, but it's really nice. This is one that I had heard a ton of good things about. It's just a really pretty white floral. Nothing groundbreaking. It's, you know, it's just a white floral. Yeah, it's a really pretty fragrance, and I'm glad to have just a little bit in my collection so that I could smell it. I do believe this has been discontinued, but it is still readily available. This one, again, performance isn't fantastic. You'll get about 4 to 6 hours out of it. It's not bad either, but yeah, after about 4 hours, it's going to wear very close to the skin. So again, that is Marc Jacobs, just Marc Jacobs. So anyways, guys, that is it for part 2 of my collective haul. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed while you were watching. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.